Welcome to another episode of Creator's Corner. Today I'm going to show you how to add highlighter effects to cards and articles. This effect is perfect for making reaction videos to banning announcements or newly previewed cards. As always, these principles should apply to any card game. Let's get started. With After Effects open, let's create a standard 1920 by 1080 and 30 frame per second file. Drag and drop our card images into the project panel. I got these at scryfall.com, and I have links to resources for high-res card scans for Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Digimon in the description below. Now drag the card name over to the Create Composition button and release. This creates a composition at the dimensions of the media you chose, with the media enclosed within it. The reason we're putting the card into its own composition is that the highlights will be kept inside of the comp, keeping our main composition free of clutter, and ensuring that the highlighter will move and scale with the card. Since this is such a quick process, I'm going to show you a few different ways to do this from low to high effort. The low effort way is to simply deselect everything, grab the rectangle tool and make a yellow rectangle over the text. Then change the mode to color. Finally, trim the active area to the timing that you want the highlight on for. This does the job, but it's not very pretty. The middling effort way is to use the pen tool to draw a line across the text that you want to highlight. Go into the shape properties and twirl down until you reach stroke, and increase that until it completely covers the area you want to highlight. And then go up here and select Add Trim Paths. This effect lets you keyframe the path's start and end points. Set the end to 0 and make a keyframe where we want the animation to start by clicking on the stopwatch. Then move about 10 frames ahead and set the end to 100. You can play your animation by holding Shift and hitting the spacebar. You'll see the line gets drawn on. It's a bit too linear though, so select both keyframes and right-click and add an easy ease. Now you'll see it's got a bit more character to the movement. If you want to exaggerate that movement, you can do so by using the graph editor. If you feel comfortable doing it, you can play around with the easing by adjusting these Bezier curves. Now we'll need to change the mode. I'll choose Color and set the opacity to 60%. Then select the layer, duplicate it, and set this layer's mode to Classic Color Dodge, and set the opacity to 25%. You can play around with different combinations of modes and opacities if you'd like, but this combination is what I find works best. If there's multiple lines, just duplicate the layers and move their positions down. By shifting the keyframes after the first one ends, we get something kind of like a real highlighter drawing on the card. If you really want it to look like a hand-drawn highlighter, you can take it up a notch with the high-effort version. This version uses everything you just did for the middling version, but now we'll go back into the path properties and change the end caps to round caps. Then twirl down in your stroke properties and add a little wave effect. 10% gives it a nice hand-drawn look. As I mentioned in the beginning, this is a great effect to use on article clippings or screenshots of social media posts. Just locate the article, make the selection as large as you can on screen, and screenshot it using the Print Screen button on the PC or Command-Shift-4 on the Mac. Both will give you a tool to select the area you want to clip. Just click, drag to size, and release. On PC, you'll find your screenshot in the Pictures folder under Screenshots. On Mac, it'll appear on your desktop. Bring it into your After Effects file, and everything from there works the same as it did with the card. I hope this was helpful, and if you use this in one of your videos, let me know in the comments. I'd love to see what you guys are making.